I went missing and they were panicking. Like, whole family was like traveling around where I live, all around Essex, thinking that I was missing or dead, and it was like a really traumatic time. Are you all up in my mansion? Hi. Oh, I don't know if this is... Okay, so this is probably going to be one of the most important videos I have ever filmed. And that's because it is my coming out story and some advice of what I can give and what kind of happened during my time. To be honest, as far as coming out goes, I had a nicer experience than I know a lot of people have done, which I'm so grateful for, from my friends, family and peers around me. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Where are we gonna start? Where are we gonna start? So we need to go, if we're gonna start when I first came out, we need to go back to 2019 in March. Wow, that was so long ago. I came out to one person in March, and if you guessed it, it was my English teacher. My English teacher, she was honestly an amazing person and she helped me so much. And I cannot thank her enough for being the first person I told. And she was just there for me, like honestly. I just cannot thank her enough. So my day, sorry about the cars, I don't know if you can hear the cars in the audio, I hope not. So my day started off, I got like halfway through the day of school and I asked her if we could, she can help me with English after school because it was my GCSEs coming up literally 2 months time. And she was like, yes, of course. It was just going to be me and her one-on-one, a little bit of time together, and it was amazing, to be honest. I really enjoyed having one-on-one time with her. And I was about to say goodbye to her about 4:30, and I said, miss, I need to tell you something. She was like, okay, you know, whatever, tell me what it is. She was really sweet about it, and I was like, but I can't tell you, I can't say it. I can't say it out loud. So I was like, can you please guess it for me? Because I cannot say it. And she was like, yes, of course. She was like, is there like a movie you can explain that would help me understand what you're trying to say? And I was like, I don't really know any movies about it. So I was like, it's when a guy likes boys and girls. And at that time, I came out as, don't know why I'm doing that. I came out as bi, even though I'm gay. Which was fine at the time. That was March, came out as bi, I cried tons, she gave me a hug. We spoke about it and I was there until about 5:30. However, what I didn't tell my parents before going to the after school thing, because usually it's fine, 4:30 I would have been back and that would have been fine. However, I stayed till probably about half 5, 6-ish, and I didn't tell my mum or my parents where I was. So my family thought I went missing and they were panicking. Like, whole family was like traveling around where I live, all around Essex, thinking that I was missing or dead, and it was like a really traumatic time. And I had like 23 missed calls on my phone, but my phone was on silent because I was at school that day. So it was really like dramatic and everyone was like screaming and shouting. And then what made it worse is that my mum called the school asking if I was there, and the caretaker said, no, everyone's gone home, no one's left there. Me in English class was still there though. So my mum then panicked even more. She was like, oh my god, he's not at school, he's not at home, where the hell is he? And little me was still talking to my English teacher. And it probably got about half hour later and the caretaker walked past English corridor and said, your family's looking for you, they're outside now. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was just like, okay, I'll be fine. I remember that I didn't tell them that I was there. I was like, we should be fine. No joke, I got outside and I was screamed at, which is understandable because obviously they were worried, they thought I went missing and I should have told them where I was. But I was screamed at, I was in a lot of trouble for putting everyone through that. My mum thought she was crying and it was just for me not telling them where I was. And obviously getting screamed at, then I cried, but then I didn't tell them the reason why I stayed there because I wasn't ready to come out to them yet. And I didn't tell them the reason why I stayed longer. So they had no idea that I was in a vulnerable state at that time. They just thought I was doing English and I forgot to tell them. So that was my first, my head really pissed me off. That was the first time I came out. And to be honest, I am so thankful to my English teacher. I say it all the time, that it was. So like, I'm so happy it was there. Okay, so it took a while to come out again. I kind of pushed it back down again because I was like, no, not ready for that traumatic experience again. So then I waited until December 2019, which is when I came out to my eldest sister. It wasn't planned at all. I did not plan any of my coming outs. I just did it. Bearing in mind, little side note, you do not need to come out to anyone. There is no right or wrong way of doing it, nor do you even need to do it in the first place, because at the end of the day, being born, we're stereotypicalised as being straight, even though it's kind of normalised that is the case. But in the end of the day, no, we should just be whoever we are, and then when we're old enough, we choose our preferred sexuality. It annoys me, but that's fine, you know, the world's got a long way to go for acceptance. So me and my sister, sorry, back to the story, me and my sister were driving to like a beauty salon kind of thing. It was like an hour away from where we live in, so we was having like a nice little road trip, listening, dancing to music. And a sad song came on, and I was just like, oh, what song was it called? When You Love Someone. When You Love Someone? Yeah, I think it's that song. I'm not sure if that's what it's called. And, you know, we were just vibing to all the songs, and I said, just turn the music up, and I said, I've got something to tell you. I always say that. I always start if I've got something to tell you, but I could not say the word gay at all. Like, it was such a disgusting word for me at the time, even though now I think about it, I'm like, I would not change being gay for anything. Yeah, that's just me, and I love being who I am now. But I asked her to guess what I wanted to say, and she was like, are you gay? And I said, yeah. And then she couldn't give me, she was like, oh my God, I want to give you a hug. And she was like starting to cry, but she was driving so she couldn't. And we just spoke about it, and she was so happy. She was like, Finn, I've known for a while. And I was like, most people have, but you're the first person from my family or friends that I've told, other than my English teacher. And she was like, okay, do you want to tell anyone else? Do you want to keep it just for me at the time? And I said, I'm going to keep it for you at the time, and then I'm going to start coming out to other people slowly. Then fast forward, next couple of days, I came up to my other sisters. I have 3, by the way. I know 3 sisters, and I'm the only boy. And then the other way I came out was I asked my mum to go to like a dinner. We went out to Prezzo's. If you're from America, you probably don't know what Prezzo's is, but it's just like a Italian restaurant? Not sure, actually. Might be Italian, I'm not sure. And I just held her hands. She was sitting on the table, and I just held her hands out front. I was like, Mum, I've got something to tell you. And she was like, okay, what is it? And I was like, I can't say it. And I was like, Mum, can you guess it for me, please? Because I cannot say the word. And she was like, yeah, of course I can. And she was like, are you gay? And I said, yeah. And then we just kind of got our dinner, and we were just chatting about it. And she was like, I love you so much. Ever since you were a child, I've kind of got the vibes of it. But she was like, I was never going to force it on you. And then you started saying you liked girls. So she was like, oh, okay. But honestly, I have such an accepting family, and I'm so happy for it. Okay, my audio cut off, so I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I am so thankful for how accepting all my family was to me, and I couldn't have asked for any better experience from coming out. There was a lot of crying and tears though, because it's such a big thing for me. Okay, so I want to kind of clear things up for when you're younger and you're kind of feeling like you're different from other people. And before coming out to anyone, you kind of need to come out to yourself, which I know sounds really strange, but it's so true, because you need to accept it yourself before you can tell anyone else to accept it, because there's no point unless you can accept it yourself, because obviously it's you, it's your person, it's you in general. And I used to sit in front of a mirror and be like, just say the word, Finn, you've got to just say the word, it's just a word. And I used to cry, and I used to scream at myself, and I was like, why am I like this? Why am I not like other people? Why me? Why can I not just like girls like everyone else? Like, why do I have to be attracted to guys? My life's gonna be so difficult. I was like, everyone's gonna hate me, no one's gonna love me anymore. And they were the thoughts that were like rattling around my head. But that's not the case. Some cases, it could be really horrible, and I can just, makes me so sad that around the world it can be like that, and people can be so nasty and horrible to just the LGBTQ community and like itself, and just the fact that we have to come out. Like, what the hell is that even about? Why can we not? Why do we have to label who we are? Like, why are we straight, born straight? No. So annoying. But yeah, it took me a while to finally say I'm gay in the mirror. And as soon as I finally admitted it, I was like, I'm almost ready, which is when I came out to my English teacher, like I said earlier, making sure my audio is still playing. But yeah, just love yourself, please. And you know, if you need some help, just watch my videos, or send me a Snapchat. I will put it here, or DM and I'll put it here. Yeah, also go follow me on Instagram. But yeah, just you need to love yourself, because at the end of the day, you are you, and you're the only person in the world that is like you. No one else is like you. Okay? Some advice I'd like to give: there is no rush in telling anyone. There's no rush in accepting yourself. There is no rush in any way, shape or form. Do it at your own pace. Find who you are in your own pace, because that's your journey. No one else's journey. It's no one else's journey. It's yours, okay? So just trust me. Take your time. There's no rush. And another thing, when you come out, I thought this as well, you think, that's it, I'm gonna get a boyfriend, or gonna get a girlfriend, or I am gonna meet someone. Sometimes you can, but most of the time that's such a high expectation, and you probably won't find someone that quickly, because you just come out, you're just finding out who you are. And I tried so hard to find someone. I was talking to a few people, and most of the time you will come across this in the gay community. It's very much people will use you for your body, and it's like the hookup something culture, and it's so toxic and horrible. Some people, maybe they like doing that, but most people just want to find someone that they want to vibe with, or they want to be with, but not everyone's like that. So just please be careful. Please be careful. Another piece of advice: when you are going to come out, please make sure you're in a safe environment to do so. Like, make sure you kind of get the idea of how your family is going to react, because there's if you're 15 or 16 or even younger, and you know that your family is severely homophobic, please wait until, I know it sounds really horrible, but wait until you leave that household. So 18, or whenever you leave or go to uni or college if you're in America, wait, because you don't want to be in that situation where you could put yourself in harm and danger of losing your house. Just wait until you're free from that environment. That is the biggest piece of advice I can give you. And I know it sounds really horrible, I know you just want to be yourself, but your safety will have to come first. And it's so horrible that you have to say that, but it does have to come first. Yeah, I'm sorry for like another sit down chat video, because sometimes they're not the nicest videos to watch and they kind of get a bit boring, but it's kind of like, this needs to be said, and I know I needed to do a coming out video of my story, because I want to help other people find who they are as a person, and I like helping other people, and I love the comments I get saying you've helped me grow my confidence, you've helped me figure out who I am more, you've helped me come out as gay, bisexual, trans, and it's honestly like melts my heart when I find out that what I do helps people, and it just makes me feel so good. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will hopefully post, I'm going to try and post 2 times a week, but that's going to be such a stretch because I'm so used to not doing that. So we might do one video a week, and see if we can make 2. But I'm going to make a rota of TikToks and YouTube to make sure I'm always balanced. But yeah, always be yourself. I love you so much. and I'll probably see more on my TikToks, so go follow my TikToks and Instagram because I post a lot more on there. But I will try to post more in here. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.